Hey there, I'm Mark from Spectrum Pulse, and today we have from Orville Peck, Stampede. Not gonna lie, after Bronco seemed to blow the doors open for Orville Peck after Pony was the first breakthrough, I was a little bit concerned about some of the buzz around Stampede this year, framed as a duets album with names from all across the board. Now, it wasn't precisely surprising. Orville Peck's been a very willing collaborator, and the network he's been building across acts mainstream and indie, country, or otherwise, it's legit impressive, but I think I might have preferred if he built a more distinctive presence beyond just his impressive voice and aesthetic. Add a little bit more meat to the songwriting to match the performance, especially when you consider there's a fair number of covers on this album as well, true to classic country tradition. So with all that in mind, and including how Orville Peck released a chunk of this album already early as an EP, and I chose not to cover that earlier this year so I had the full project to work with, I got the impression this was more a selection of the best songs rather than some larger thematic piece, and thus no, it's not better than Bronco, which was one of the best albums of 2022, but I had a lot of fun with this all the same. One thing I was very happy to see, for example, beyond Orville Peck largely sticking with impressively organic and well-balanced melodic country production with stronger grooves that created that foundation for tangible experimentation, was that the presence of covers did not overpower the project, and that's mostly through Orville Peck getting the original artists on board with him, like on a pretty good rip of Saturday Night's Alright for Fighting with Elton John, or the quirkier Cowboys are frequently secretly fond of each other with Willie Nelson of all people. Even though I think the latter cover is a little kitschy and kind of dated, definitely feels mid-2000s in the writing. Now compare that to the excellent cover of the Magnetic Fields' Papa Was a Rodeo from 69 Love Songs, delivered with bluegrass veteran Molly Tuttle, and it's full of gorgeous fiddle and picking and harmonica, and it's a striking contrast and a gorgeous love song. Or how Orville Peck ends the project with a cover of Rhinestone Cowboy, backed up with TJ Osborne of the Brothers Osborne, and it's absolutely great too. The sort of song that Orville Peck feels built to just knock out of the park. Then we got a couple experiments where the results, I'll admit, are a little spottier. Chemical Sunset with Allison Russell seems to be attempting a Tom Waits-esque cabaret vibe with the sleazy trumpet line against the piano and the lumbering beat for a love song at the apocalypse vibe, and I can't say it really works. And Death Valley High with Beck of all people tries to go for a Vegas showman swagger with that fat goofy horn line, and yeah, it's better, but it doesn't feel like it makes the most of their unique eccentricities. I much preferred the horns that came through with the Nathaniel Rateliff love duet Conquer the Heart, or the smoky Latin country melodrama of Mienteme with Cuaron, or even continuing to indulge some of Kylie Minogue's interest in country by teaming up with Diplo for, quite frankly, the best disco country crossover I've heard within the genre in years. It should not work nearly as well as it does. But there is a part of me that just prefers the more straightforward original songs where Orville Peck can flex his impressive singing and some of the oblique harmonies alongside his partners. I love the sandy warmth and the love-struck yearning of the Hurtin kind with Midland of all people. How Far Will We Take It has Noah Cyrus trying her best Lana impression, and the Torch song Fragmented Romance, it is striking as all hell. Then he's going toe-to-toe with Teddy Swims on the post-heartbreak country soul of Ever You're Gone, or the goofy back-and-forth breakup of You're an Asshole, I Can't Stand You, and I Want a Divorce with Margo Price. I'm still not a big fan of hers, but she nails the messy character here. Or then the swaggering rollick of Mickey Guyton alongside on Where Are We Now? And sure, you could argue that those songs don't quite have that same defiantly queer flair in the writing, but Orville Peck is such a potent presence on record that you can't ignore that subtext across these songs, and if it feels more normalized, well, at this point, even in country music, it absolutely should be. But overall, I think this album is legit great, definitely most rewarding in the back half, and has me looking forward to that next solo project all the more, but I'm not about to ignore a lot of scattered and excellent songs along the way. A very easy, very colorful listen. If you haven't heard it, it's a lot of fun. Give it a shot. So yeah, thanks a lot for watching. If you want to see more, please be sure to like, share, drop comments, subscribe. Yeah, I really enjoyed this project. If you wonder why I didn't cover the Stampede EP, I was waiting for the full thing, and I'm really happy that it lived up to expectations. In fact, I think it's better than Stampede as an EP form. I like a lot of the songs that showed up on the back half here more than some of the ones they put on originally. Go figure. Beyond that, though, anything else I might be able to do to improve my presentation, I'm all ears. And if y'all want to get involved in helping support the channel, get albums on my schedule, yell at me on my Discord, link to my Patreon is right over there. Don't feel obligated, tough times, I understand, but the option's available. Till then, I'm Mark, you're watching Spectrum Pulse, and I'll see you next time.